Rick Steele here on this Friday morning, back with you with another free sports pick for you. We'll turn our attentions to the NFL, a game that kicks off Sunday, September 20th at 1 p.m. And one of the bets that I'll be making this weekend is on the Indianapolis Colts over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. The line currently widely available across the major sports books, -3.5 even, in other words, no juice, with the Indianapolis Colts. We'll go ahead and break this game down for you and giving you the details on the logic of this bet in one moment. However, we'll cover off a few other topics before we get there. We got another piece of good news this week when it was learned that as of November 20th, college basketball will be returning as well. So that's good news as far as sports betting is concerned. So if you want to bet what I bet on a daily basis, what you simply have to do is download my app. The app is available for the Android users and the Apple users. You'll find the links to download my app in the description section of this video and also on the homepage of my website, pshltd.com. So what do you get with the app? Well, as mentioned, you get exactly what I bet day in, day out, all year long with the sports that we handicap. You get full game breakdown analysis of each bet that we make. You get alerts, so each and every time that I do update the app with new picks, you'll be alerted. You simply have to go to the app after you get the alert and pick up the new bet. In addition, total transparency, so you will get running records broken down by individual sport as we progress through the season of that sport, and you'll know exactly how we're doing in each sport each day as we move through the betting cycles throughout the year. So, what do you need to do in order to also get the app and be effective? Well, to get the same lines that I bet at, I would highly recommend that you also bet at the same sports books that I bet at. Totally your choice, but you want to effectively line shop, so the more sports books accounts that you have open that are funded, the more effective you could be in getting the best lines possible. So to bet the same sports books that I bet at, and most importantly, the best in my opinion in the industry, and when you win, you will get paid. I've been dealing with all of them for over 20 years, not one iota of a problem. You'll find the books that I bet at again, the homepage of my website. You simply click on the banner of a sports book that at that point you don't have an account at. It will take you to that sports book and you can simply open up your account. Easy as well. In addition, I'd highly encourage you to follow me across social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. My handle is @RickSteele99. This is going to give you all the latest sports betting news in a timely fashion. You can shoot me any questions that you have sports related, and I'll get back to you with those answers as quickly as possible. And in addition, it will also provide you with notifications each and every time that I update the app with new picks. So most importantly, you go to Twitter, you follow me with that button on Twitter. Now right beside the follow button on Twitter, you'll see a bell. You hit the bell, and that way each and every time that I do send out a tweet that I've updated the app with new picks, you get the alert on your phone, and then you will be able to go to the app and pick up the new bet. Totally convenient, you never miss a bet, and it also allows you to be mobile at the same time. Now, in regard to these YouTube videos, you can also like and comment on any of these videos that I produce here on my channel. All that I ever ask for in return in spending the money and time in producing these videos, if you could support my channel by clicking on the subscribe button. That's all I asked for. My only goal in providing these free videos and picks for you is to help you become a more profitable, more efficient sports bettor, giving you additional tools and techniques for you to break down games And in addition, obviously it is about money, so I hope to put you on a few more winners, help you to avoid some losers, and give you an avenue to ask me any questions that you may have as well as you progress as a sports handicapper. So, as again, I appreciate your support in this endeavor and providing you these videos, and I appreciate if you could simply subscribe to these videos and my channel, and that way it will allow me to continue to provide these videos for you as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and break down this game and why we're taking the Colts and where that value is at -3.5 even over the Minnesota Vikings. Week 2 in the NFL, as it is here, is also known as overreaction week. We get a prime example of it in this particular game. The final score at home for Minnesota in week 1 was flattering as they lost to Green Bay 43-34. Minnesota was outgained 522 to 382. Time of possession, Green Bay 41 minutes, Minnesota 19. In other words, the Minnesota defense could not get off the field. Minnesota's only threat on offense, as far as the deep threat was concerned, as expected, was Thielen. Minnesota's secondary is weak, and they lack a pass rush. Rodgers was able to fully break them down and move the ball at will. Rivers, no, he's not the quarterback that Rodgers is, but he's going to have similar success, in my opinion. So this brings us to Indianapolis. Indianapolis went on the road and they were shocked, losing 27-20 to Jacksonville, perhaps the worst team in the league. Indianapolis outgained Jacksonville in that game 445 to 221 yards, but they lost the turnover margin 2-0. Rivers, as mentioned, he was very good in his first regular season game with Indianapolis, and I expect with the lack of a pass rush on Minnesota, that's where Rivers, the immobile quarterback, does get in trouble. He's going to have an excellent game this Sunday as well. I expect Indianapolis, conversely, to be able to put some pressure on Cousins, as Green Bay was able to do. And we all know what happens when Cousins ends up getting in trouble and pressured. He ends up throwing interceptions. Indianapolis also lost their stud running back, Mack, but I expect Taylor and Hines to be able to pick up that slack. So the market is already down on Indianapolis, and that spells a time for us to be able to buy them at a low price. I priced this game out at 4.5. We're able to just simply lay 3.5 with no juice. So to summarize again, Sunday, September 20th, one of the bets that I'll be making this weekend in week number 2, overreaction week, is with the Colts -3.5 even. So again, as I mentioned previously, I would appreciate if you could support my channel by clicking on the subscribe button. Go Colts go, and I'll be back at you again in the very near future with another free sports pick for you on my YouTube channel.